Hey guys, welcome back to Clockwise Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Let's dive right into it. Looking here at the charts, Bitcoin is pulling back, bullish, as you see here. This big bearish candle. We did make a new low, short term, down all the way to 15,446. Wicking that, and then now we are pulling back. Now everyone's saying, "Oh, that was the bottom." They said the same thing when we were up here, guys. Remember that. The same thing happened when we were up here. And what happened? We pulled back, made another drop. The same thing I'm expecting here. So I am bearish now unless we break $21,504. So pretty much 21,505 is what I'm looking like. Unless we break and clear above 21,505, I am bearish until further notice. I don't care what happens. I don't care what anyone says. Based on the pure technical analysis, that is what I'm looking like. So, and that's my opinion. You know, this is my analysis. We've been right so far, and you know, I don't care what anyone says. The charts are the charts, and you know, we pretty much are reacting and responding to what the charts are doing. That is TA. So, looking at Ethereum pretty much doing the same thing, but Ethereum we have this descending triangle. We did not break and close above pretty much any major level. We did make a new low. It did wick $1,081, but did not clear that ultimate low more recently of $873. Now, that is my anything under $1,000 with Ethereum is pretty much my buy signal. So, you know, we know the long-term price action of Ethereum. We know what Ethereum is going to do long-term. We get it. But now I'm just waiting on a breakout bearish. So for me, if we break and close above, I would say if I had to mark this chart up and give a point, my point where I'll be like, okay, I'm bearish until further notice. My point would be right here at about $2,028. So $2,030 would be my point. You can see here, I would need to see us break and clear above $2,030 for me to have any change of bias outside of being bearish at this time. So I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about the FOMO, crypto fear, greed, fear. I don't care about any of that. Based off of the price action alone, I'm bearish unless we clear $2,030. If you want to be a little more aggressive, I would say be bearish until unless we clear $1,676.51. That's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit too aggressive for me. I want some wiggle room. So my wiggle room would be $2,030. It would just put it right up there. So that's, you're going to see that on the chart. That's going to be my place point, and you guys can hold me to that. You know, we've been pretty spot on this entire time. So we're going to keep holding to that and, you know, sticking to what we know. So that's what I see with Ethereum. Bitcoin pretty much doing the same thing. Big level of resistance right here at about the $18,000. You know, psychologically, that $18,000 range psychologically will kind of stir some things up, I'm sure. So we'll see what happens. But right now, it just looks like a pullback. If we go down to the lower time frames, we can see here, we can kind of get a better analysis of this pullback, and it looks like, you know, we do see an inverted head and shoulders a little bit, but overall we're pretty much ranging. Going to the 4-hour time frame, same thing, but I would say, you know, this pullback is something to pay attention to. Ever since we looked down, I would pay attention to this line right here. I'll make it yellow for you to see so you can differentiate it from the other lines. This is something I would pay attention to. Are we going to break and close this counter trend line, or this does look like a inverted head and shoulders, as you can see here, going down. Oh, I messed that up, but I'll correct that so you see. So we went down. This is the leg right here. So one leg right here. Oh, my mouse is messing up, but we are going to keep moving forward, right? My leg goes right here. Got it. There we go. Came up, came down right here, came up, came down. So this would be an inverted head and shoulders for me. I would actually cut this right here a little bit. I would cut this and really meet it at that first or that second low point. So let's even just go from right here to just boom, right here. Here's the head. There, made another shoulder. Right at that level of support to go back up potentially. So that's what I see, a little inverted head and shoulders there. This neckline right here is crucial. Looking at Bitcoin, this neckline right here, I would consider that a neckline. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm still bearish until further notice, but looking at the charts and really seeing what we're doing with the price action, inverted head and shoulders made that crazy low, pretty much double test, making a double bottom and retesting this level. Psychologically, I would say that's a level of support. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, I'm bearish to further notice. That is an example of inverted head and shoulders, but we want to see what happens with this counter trend line. What are we going to do? The higher the time frames we go, we see that, we can, and it looks like we are headed towards this psychological level of resistance here around that $18,000 range. That's big. So we'll see what happens. Go to some news. They say cryptocurrency has become a playground for fraudsters. We see all these big time cons and frauds that are happening. $575 million fraud and money laundering scheme happened with 2 Estonian citizens. We talk about FTX. So everyone talks about the drop. FTX was, it dropped. Bitcoin is going to drop either way. It's just a reason why. FTX was just a reason why it dropped. I really think we could see it lining up. You saw us talking about this before. You could see it lining up, and we just needed a reason to drop. And that was the reason. So I think it was going to happen either way. People are going to, dump their bags either way for multiple reasons. So, So we'll see what happens in the future. I think that, this article is telling to, it pretty much shoots us in the foot when we talk about regulation in crypto, because now you got the SEC, you got all these regulating bodies saying, see, this is why we need regulation. See, I told you. And it's killing us. So, we'll see what happens. This is a really good article to take a look at. Everyone, even this Mario Nawful saying, everyone keeps asking me how we missed the FTX scam. They said simple greed. We're all making money, all of us, and we didn't think about proper due diligence. We all followed each other like sheep, trying to not be the idiots that missed out, and we're paying our dues. Yeah. I wasn't involved. I didn't have FTX. I don't keep any crypto on exchanges. It just doesn't sit well with me. But my hearts go out to everyone who was impacted by that. Taking a look at another project we talked about in another video called XDAO. So pretty much we talk about, people making significant amounts of gains and life-changing income in bear markets. So what XDAO is trying to say is, it's no longer a secret that the most powerful and cool projects really develop in a bear market. The bull market will come again, and many of these projects will fly to the moon, and your investments will along with them. So we can even take a look at, Solana, and what they're saying is, Solana launched in a bear market when Bitcoin was at the bottom, which was about $7,000, and it ranged between $6,000 and $7,000 around that time. A listing was 0.7 per coin. Exactly 1 year later, the price rose to $27. And then the bull run started, and Solana rose to $260 per coin. Crazy. You can even look at another example called, Avalanche, where Avalanche launched in the bear market in 2020, and the cost of the token was $4. And the bull peaked; it reached $134. Massive gains. So XDAO, pretty much what they're saying is, and what they're doing, they're pretty much saying, this is another gem project. And one thing I like about XDAO is they're allowing anyone to create a DAO, and it only takes 5 minutes. We're actually going to do a video on me creating my first DAO using XDAO. You guys can see, the impact and the opportunity right there. Just the ability for anyone to create a DAO. So XDAO is one of those gem projects. In a bear market, it closed an investment round of $2.3 million and a valuation of $50 million. As you see here, they have backers. Polygon's a backer. Tron's a backer. Near's a backer. Ontology's a backer. If you remember Ontology is like an OG in crypto. Solid project. Avalanche is a backer. And they even have investors with Jets Capital, Telos, Afford Capital. So they have the backing. So XDAO is the future of Solana, and perhaps even cooler, looking at the blockchains that constantly support the project with their grants. As we can see, looking at the backers. So instead of saying how bad everything is in the bear market, you can literally just create a DAO on XDAO, relax, and wait for the bull market. So timing is everything. Take a look at XDAO and take a look, because timing is everything. XDAO is doing some big things, and I really like the fact that anyone can create a DAO. It's not some, oh, you need some big knowledge or experience, but they're making it easy for anyone to create a DAO. So that's super cool. Take a look at them. Looking at the markets are pretty steady, just ranging right now after that big drop, but everything's pretty much where it was before. Not a lot of movement. So we'll see what happens as we end 2022. And hopefully, we'll see, a huge area opportunity for, continuing to secure the bag. Not only secure the bag, but accumulate the bag, I would say. Not secure it, accumulate, because now is the time. So, fortunes are made, lives are changed in bear markets, guys. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do, and we'll see you soon.